People come from all walks of life. They all have lives they lead. Any and all are welcome here to come and chat with me.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. As most of you know, I really enjoy volunteering at the O'Connell Art Gallery here in Chilliwack because I get to see work of different artists, which I really love, stuff that I absolutely loved. And I contacted the artist, invited him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Vincent Mikuska. Is that right?
Yes. Morning.
Good morning. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
Okay, so tell me about your painting, your style of painting. Or do you have a style?
Well, my father was an artist, an abstract artist, and so I've grown up with abstract, non-representational art all my life. And I've gone in and out between somewhat representational art and stuff that you would consider to be more abstract. This group of paintings that I have up now, I would say, are more specifically landscape referenced. And they grew out of small pieces of cardboard that I used to move paint around on the paper or the canvas. And as the paint accumulated, you could see that there were suggestions of landscape, mountains, and movement and different things sort of top and bottom on that little piece of cardboard with a white space in between. And I had been interested in opening up my space, as it were, and putting some more white in, because I've in the past always started to fill up the space, as it were. So taking those small things and making them larger was the basis of a good deal of the work that's in the show.
I just want to say that I love all types of paint, all styles of art, but the paintings I'm always attracted to the most have been abstract for whatever reason, So, and not everybody likes that, but anyway, just like I said, I do. But what I'm more fascinated about is like how artists are able to have a thought of what they want in their head and then put that on canvas. So, and I know from talking to other artists that sometimes that changes, like what they end up having on the canvas is not what they saw here. Are you very clear about what you produce or create?
Well, I have a general idea of what I might want to do, and I look at the space that I have, but it changes as you go through the process, and so most of it ends up being intuitive. Okay.
So it kind of takes a life of its own, I suppose, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you don't know. There's, when I'm moving paint around, on the canvas or the paper, it's not a precise thing. You don't know exactly. You make a gesture and you don't exactly know how that's going to turn out, and so you have to react to that. And I do a lot of layering of colors, and so based on experience, putting this color on top of that color might produce a particular secondary color, but it doesn't always, or you don't like the way it looks, so you have to react to that, and so it goes.
So have you had any professional training, or are you self-taught?
Well, I actually have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Art History. I could have gone to art school for one more year and ended up with 2 BFAs honors, one in painting and one in art history, but I decided to get out with one degree. I did spend a fair amount of time with my father. He was a real mentor to me in terms of teaching me how to see things, but a lot of it is just doing the work, experimenting and doing the work.
Yeah, right. And how long have you had your work on display? Like from the beginning? I don't mean like just now that it's at the art gallery here, but when did you first have your work on display at some place, some art gallery?
The first show I had was in 1983 in Winnipeg. So I had some shows there. I did show at one of the galleries in Vancouver for almost 10 years. I had a little bit of a commercial run there for a bit. This is I think my fifth show at a Chilliwack art gallery. My third one at this particular location, and I showed at the old place on Henderson there as well.
Right. Are you from Winnipeg originally?
Yes.
Okay. So can I ask a little bit about your background, like your family life? Is that okay?
Sure.
Like, do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have twin sisters and a brother, all of them younger.
Did any of them go into painting, art form of any kind?
Not my sisters. My brother has done some work. He actually has a BFA and does some collaborative work from time to time with his wife, who teaches at Brock.
Oh, very good. When did you move to Chilliwack?
Just about 31 years ago.
Oh, okay. That's quite a while.
Yes.
Did work bring you here? Is that what it was?
In a manner of speaking.
Or was it the climate? Or?
Well, I can remember coming to BC for the first time when I was 15 years old, and I went, that's where I want to live.
Very good. Are you married? You have
Yes.
a family?
Yeah.
So are your children, are any of them painters?
No.
No? Okay, so nobody followed. You followed your dad, but you don't have that same with your children, right?
Correct.
So what is your next project going to be, or do you know?
I'm not exactly sure. I have some ideas in mind. Part of the experience of having an exhibition is that you get to see where you've been and really how that settles as a group, as a body of work, and then you can decide where you want to go next.
Do you do any commissioned work?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. So, but does it, when you have your work displayed at an art gallery, does it often sell? Like, is that the best way to sell an art? For any artist, is that the best way for them to sell their work?
I do usually sell a few things. It usually covers off my costs of paint and canvas, and that's great. Things have changed significantly in the marketing of art with online possibilities coming into play. So it's different than it used to be. When you had to go down and find a commercial gallery to deal with your work, and of course the gallery's percentage of the price went up and up and up, and so it got to a point where a lot of people decided that the galleries wanted too much money from the product, so they started to find different ways to market their work. Right. When you live in a smaller place, sometimes word of mouth can help, and if you're a bit of a salesperson as well, that certainly helps.
So, do you have a regular job? You know what I mean by regular, as
yes.
opposed to selling work by art. What do you do for work, for income? I'm
the head coach of the Canadian Paralympic swim team.
Oh, you are? Oh, how wonderful!
Yes. So I've been coaching swimming now for 40 plus years.
Oh my goodness!
That's kind of how we got out to BC, and so I recognized a long time ago that you need to have a day job.
So how did you get into that type of work?
Well, I started coaching when I was 18 back in Winnipeg. My brother and sister swam, and so I got involved through the guy who was coaching them.
But what about the Paralympics, though? Isn't that what you said you'd?
Yeah. Well, we in 1995, I became the head coach of the Spartan Swim Club, and we had an athlete at the time, Bob Penner, who was involved in a drive to try and make the Paralympics in '96 in Atlanta, and so took over training him. He went to the Atlanta Paralympics and also the Sydney Paralympics in 2000, and I was selected as a coach to go there. After that, we had several more athletes with impairments inside of our program. So I kept in touch with that. I became the provincial coach with Swim BC. So the para-swimming portfolio was part of what I did, and had some contacts and ended up starting to work for Swimming Canada in 2013, right, and became head coach of the program in 2017.
Very good. Well, that's really awesome. Well, we're just about out of time. How long, I know your work is still exhibited at the Art Gallery here in Chilliwack, because I'm going to be going there next week and it's still on. How long is your work going to be there?
Till May the 7th.
May the 7th. Okay. So just stay on camera while I say goodbye to the audience. So I just want to encourage everybody, first of all, thanks for watching this show. But if you're in Chilliwack, go to the O'Connell Art Gallery. It's just down on, I've gone brain dead.
Corbould.
Thank you. Corbould and close to Spadina. Because it's wonderful. And just go check out the work. It's really great. It's free to get in. So, just wear your mask and be safe. And thank you for watching the show. I hope to see you next time. Until then, peace out, everyone.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.